Hey there, my friend. It's me, Lori Sue Nathurda. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And I'm up here in my office because the office is where the heart is. That's where my home is anyway, up here. Okay. Which door is this? Okay, here we go. Where'd you go? All right. Hey there, my friend. It's me, Lori Sue Nathurda, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm up here in my office. I tend to move my office around, but I love being out here. I realized as Mike had given us a challenge to do 20 videos as quick as we could, and so I decided, well, I'll do 5 videos a day. So I set off to do that, and as I've gone through, I've realized that being out here, even though it's fall and it's moving into winter, is my most favorite place to be. So find out where your favorite place is to be, because it fuels you and gives you joy. You're able to bring the joy a lot better when you can be out here or be where you love to be. So I've been talking about the idea and how amazing just that an idea is. We had read, I had given you the quote by Oliver Wendell Holmes. It's man's mind, once stretched by a new idea, never regains its original dimension. And in talking about that, it's so cool because science has caught up with this Holmes quote, in that they realize that as you ask questions, your whole brain lights up, and they can see that. Not just one hemisphere or one area, like if you're just doing math or music, there's different areas. If you're praying, it's your frontal lobe that lights up, but that your whole mind, your whole brain lights up when you ask a question. So the more questions we ask and the more ideas we imagine about and think upon actually stretch our brain. They grow, it grows, and it creates, when it's positive things and we're moving forward, it creates a healthy brain. Like if you were to look at a dead plant and a growing plant, this would be a growing plant. When we bring negative thoughts in, it creates a dead plant. So the thoughts we create and let go across the stage of our mind, if you will, make a difference. So I'm moving forward with that. This is Richard Paul Evans' book, The 4 Doors, and I just like to read little parts of it because it just sparks ideas and thoughts for me, and hopefully that can do the same for you. So this next little part is called Magnets and Maps. A new idea, once accepted in our minds, becomes a mental magnet, right? Like the reticular activating system, RAS. I'm probably saying what it is wrong, but what it is like a mental magnet. So a collecting point, it's a collecting point, right, for similar complementary ideas. So when you have an idea, you get together with other people and you talk about this idea, especially those that are excited about thoughts and ideas and imagination like you. Anyway, get together. Let me repeat that and not get off track here. So mental magnet, a collecting point for similar and complementary ideas. These ideas collect as mental pictures, stories, legends, philosophies, ideas, etc. Psychologists sometimes refer to this compilation of beliefs as our mental maps. That kind of makes sense, right? We all have mental maps. Many fail to recognize that these maps are no more the real world than a folded paper map is a paved road. These maps are merely symbolic representations designed to help us reach destinations. So literally and figuratively. Unfortunately, mental maps, guess what? Unfortunately, mental maps always contain errors. So here's where I'm asking you not to come into this as I'm talking and sharing with you. Don't bring your thought of, I already know this. Oh, I've heard this before. Don't do it, because your map contains errors just as well as my map contains errors. So we need to understand that. Our maps initially drawn during infancy and childhood are powerful and difficult to change. So when I'm working with people and working with their with PTS and emotional PTSD, I find that it's absolutely true that the things that have happened to them in infancy and childhood, even in vitro, in the womb, have such an amazing effect, a major effect on them, sometimes in a very negative way, and it's very hard to change. But that's on that map, right? Powerful and difficult to change. But I said difficult does not mean that it can't be changed. Absolutely can. And I'm here to say, as long as we think it's difficult, it will continue to be difficult. So I'd like to change that thought for you as well. There's a good reason for this. These maps were created for our survival. And what's your mind there to do to help you survive? Your brain wants to survive your choices. This is why years after they've become outdated, even obsolete, we still persist in clinging to them, transferring outdated interpretations of past experiences to new and unrelated conditions. Let me repeat that again, because this is a fact, and you need to get this. This is why. So years after having these same maps, these mental maps that we've created, that we believe to be true, years after that, it says, they've become obsolete or outdated, we still persist in clinging to them, transferring outdated interpretations of past experiences to new and unrelated conditions. This is what happens. I love that. This is like concluding that since a road map of Chicago had guided you through the city, it would serve you just as well in Beijing. You know, how accurate is that? If you've looked at maps or gone to Google Satellite, you can very well look up Chicago and Beijing and see that they're ultimately different. But to take a map from Chicago and expect it to work because you know it well in Beijing, doesn't sound right, does it to you? Well, unfortunately, the erroneous zones of our mental map are usually not as easy to spot as those on paper. It takes discovery, work, and focus to correct them. Some people never go to the trouble. To these people, life seems confusing and stacked against them, just like it would to someone trying to navigate downtown Beijing from a map of Chicago. Any alteration to our mental map can have a very real effect on how we see the world. But change doesn't come easily, and most people spend more time defending their beliefs than seeking truth. And so, my friend, I know already, because you're here, you're a truth seeker. You wouldn't be out here looking at this video and listening to these thoughts and these ideas and the whole brain and making choices for yourself to become a better person and to find your purpose if you didn't already have this great ability to move forward and to be open-minded. So first, to significantly alter or abandon a belief system is to leave us vulnerable in a dangerous world. That's a scary thought for some of us, right? But we all know through Brené Brown that vulnerability is the best place to be. So, my friend, I am going to pick up where I left off with this particular idea on another time because I've given you a lot to think about already. And I know that you have majestic within you. You are made for more. So take these thoughts that I've given you and get out there and move towards your purpose in an even better way. Never give up. Keep moving forward. And remember, to watch our words and listen to what you're telling yourself in your mind. Rufio? Even Rufio can have some emotional PTSD there going on. So with that, my friend, get out there and make it a great day. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.